What is the best excuse you have given to the police for speeding? It wasn't an excuse. I had two friends in the car with me. I had only received my license 6 months prior. We were out for a drive when my friend started having an asthma attack. I proceeded to head to the freeway, as that was the quickest way to get to the hospital at the time. Before getting there we had a 15 kilometers drive along 60 km roads. I used my hazards and was going approx 85 to 90 km/h. It was late at night and thankfully there weren't many cars on the road. As we get to the freeway on ramp, I tramped the accelerator and took it up to approx 110 to 120 km/h in a 100 zone. All this while with my hazards still on. I then saw the patrol car come on the freeway from one of the bypasses with his lights already flashing. I turned to my friend to advise him we were about to get pulled over when I then changed my mind and sped up to around 145 km/h. Robert was starting to go blue in his face. As I already understood I would be losing my probationary driver's license, I figured what the heck. I slowed back down, so the patrol car could catch up. Despite his best efforts, I kept waving for the officer to come up beside the car. Once he got there, I said I would give myself up once we get to the hospital. Could he please escort us as my Robert was having an asthma attack and going blue in his face. His partner shone his torch into the car, and then proceeded to say something to him and yelled at us to follow them. We were still approx 10 km from the hospital. With his lights flashing and sirens going we kept going till we got to the emergency bay at the hospital where there was a gurney and professionals waiting at the door. I turned my hazard lights off, turned the ignition off, got out of the car with my credentials and went up to the officers. They were interviewing me and asking me what had occurred when one of the doctors came out and said something to them. One of the officers came to me and said that was a very careless, honorable and brave thing you did. We do have to give you a ticket. We will accompany it with our and the hospital's findings when it goes to court as it will. 4 months later, went to court with my Robert and the judge, took his time with all the reports, looked at me, questioned Robert asking how he was, then gave me a warning and thanked me for having saved Robert's life, used my hazards and staying in one lane. I asked him what the punishment was to be and he said nothing this time due to the nature of what I was doing at the time and keeping a cool level head.